I bet you're all wondering the same thing. What is NBA 2K21 all about, both current gen and next gen?
So we're going directly to the developers to ask.
Gameplay director Mike Wang joins us here on 2K TV. Mike, how are you?
Hey, it's great to see you guys.
How has development been staying at home during this tough period?
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. And you better believe it, outstanding, David. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point.
Get the perimeter!
It's stolen by Oladipo. And Brogdon, here we go. And he gets the bucket.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. The Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Butler passes to Jones. It's deflected. Holiday left side. Over Robinson. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Pass to Robinson. Butler on the way. Guarded by Oladipo. Right side, Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the baseline. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. Jones against Warren. Jones, the pass to Butler. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Brogdon. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Indiana?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Warren able to finish.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team. Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Oladipo finds Turner. Back to Oladipo. For 3, Brogdon. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past. And, you know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with, a credit to him and his staff.
Here's Holiday. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Holiday's got 6.
This is as good as it gets hardcore first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. Dragic against Brogdon. Dragic dishes to Leonard. Rocket 6. Now the pass to Hero. Over Oladipo. Hero, no good.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's Warren. Back to Brogdon. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Man, love the professional, hard-nosed approach that Brogdon takes. So good at adjusting, even through contact.
Pass to Hero. The tray. Miami no good on that time either. Got it off in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Indiana. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how
Feelings are different for everybody, to tell you the truth.
staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Falanos. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got T.J. McConnell and it's Sampson, and at the three, the small forward. Now here's McDermott. D right on him. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
No good from Dragic.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit, and we'll see if that's the answer.
So a moment now to see the story on Goran Dragic. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up, averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. Back to Dragic. Banked in off the glass.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Outside Holiday. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
An absolute terror in transition. Even though Iguodala is a little older, he still possesses that impressive speed.
And Bam Adebayo He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And there's the call on Jakar Sampson. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat trail by 10. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Hill kicks to Robinson. Pass to Dragic. There's the triple. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Dragic has got 5 now.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
It's good. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
He'd have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Olynyk the pass to Dragic. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Sumner's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Dragic looking it over. Outside Robinson lets the 3 fly. And the Heat, another 3. Outside Warren. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Warren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Kevin, thanks. Here with you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They are leading by 4. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Hero into the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Holiday with the 3. He can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. Here's Nunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Butler. And Turner with the block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's Hero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for that game against the Bulls, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Hero. Outside Holiday. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Silva. Holiday with the block.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
McDermott dishes to Holiday. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And the Pacers lead by 10.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Nunn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. For Miami, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. The first free throw is good. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. No, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. McConnell kicks to Holiday. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. Has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales. You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
McConnell passes to McDermott. Miami grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Man, I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
Pass to McDermott. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, the one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
Indiana again missing. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 3. Dragic up again. Adebayo kicks to Dragic for the tie, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Down low, here's Turner. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Turner's got 6.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And he can't hit the second. Stolen by Robinson. It's deflected. That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines.
We're good, right here. Come on.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the court for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Sumner in at the 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Leonard dishes to Butler. Holiday against Dragic. The pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got the lead up to 4 now for Miami. And Oladipo kicks to Sumner. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Miami's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Outside Butler. Outside Robinson. Butler against Oladipo. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. Turner with the steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Holiday. And no good. Dragic with some nice D. Here's Adebayo. Ball's knocked loose. Pacers trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Heat. And a change for the Pacers. Brogdon, he's checked in for Edmund Sumner. Brogdon against Butler. The dish to Jones. Back to Butler. 5 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. And foul on the shots. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Back to Jones. Pass to Adebayo. Good work defensively by Turner. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Over Adebayo. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Holiday dishes to Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Butler. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. Here's Nunn, guarded by Holiday. On the basket by Jones. Indiana trailing here. Warren kicks to Oladipo. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Turner. And the call, the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
None, that's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Hero. He's guarded by Brogdon. Butler against Oladipo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Heat lead by 2. Big time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
Holiday, the pass to Turner. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
None can't get it to fall. He sinks the clutch free throw.
At 6'11" and 243 pounds, Turner is physically imposing. He's a big man, though, with a delicate shooting touch from outside.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
On deep, nails the triple. Here's Holiday. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Warren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. He is the one saving grace of that situation.
And he does get the second one, and that ties the game up.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Hill passes to Dragic. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Four on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Oh, off target. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 2. just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
That will count. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity,
We're so excited to have you back on the show, as always. But Mike, I know you can't give away everything, but the big question has been, is Next Gen just going to be the same game, but 2.0? What can you tell us?
It's absolutely not, Alexis, and I think that's something that we're so excited about is that, we've actually taken the current gen version of the game and we split development between VC Novato and
the tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower, rising high above our... And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready.
When the Pacers traded away...
A lot of optimism. Thanks, BA. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at center. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Holiday against Levine. Holiday the pass to Turner. Oh, that's blocked. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
Levine, the rebound by Holiday. On offense, here are the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Well, it's just a reminder that nothing comes easy in the NBA. I don't care who you're facing. You're not going to win if you're not at your best.
And Chris, with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, and he's better than you think at going to the rim. He doesn't blow by anyone, but has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move.
Goes up from the top of the key. Levine can't hit. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle, here's Warren. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Oh, with noteworthy length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim.
Here's Warren. And the layup's good off the glass. Warren's got 6 points.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
Markkanen into the lane. He gets it in there.
Getting better at realizing when to penetrate. Give Markkanen the lane, and he's happy to take it.
Brogdon with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Here's Holiday. Chicago grabs the miss. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Pass to Warren. They shoot again. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. He's got 8.
He must have had a good warm-up because he's hot. I mean, he's 3 for 4 already, and we're only getting started. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Indiana moving the ball around. Stolen by Markkanen. Outside, Levine. All alone, and Levine throws it down.
Coaching staff likes seeing Markkanen work on his defense. I mean, showing improvement on this end.
Holiday finds Oladipo. And it's off from 3-point range.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
The feed to Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Markkanen against Warren. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
The shot's good from Carter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Warren against Markkanen. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Carter. Oladipo against Porter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Oladipo dishes to Turner. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
Pass to Levine. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here's Young. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, they've got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
For Indiana, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one misses. With 4 seconds on the clock and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set.
And so it's Chicago, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, GA. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Indiana, they've got Leaf, also Johnson out there. Turner is out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great deep, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great ones. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hannu Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude, David. Thanks. Harrison's checked in for Thaddeus Young.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hutchison's shot is off.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Takes it from 10. The shot by Turner, no good. The Bulls leading by 14. Here's Dunn. And Oladipo pulls it down. For Indiana, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Holiday. Passes it to Oladipo. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Now here's McDermott. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 3. Sumner's shot is off. The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Here's Bitadze. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The shot by Valentine, no good. Pacers trail by 14. Here's Sumner. Lays it up off the glass. Sumner's got his first points of the night.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Now, here's Dunn. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Cornette. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 14.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Hutchison. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Hutchinson's got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Zakar Sampson's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Chicago also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Wyden for Chris Dunn.
When you watch Lowry Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Levine's checked in for Valentine, and Satoransky subbed in for Harrison.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
Oh, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Sumner passes to McDermott. Indiana again turning it over. And now here are the 2K leaderboard. Since the All-Star break, these teams are leading the NBA in second chance points. Number 5, the Bulls.
Not many will go after it on the offensive boards the way they do. I mean, and particularly since the break, they have really made teams pay on the inside.
They get it again. He can't hit that time. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 18. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And Brogdon subbed in for Edmund Sumner. And the Bulls making a change also. Young's checked in for Carter. Yep, that one goes in there.
And you like seeing Holiday get his guys involved. His coaches love when he's being unselfish.
Satoransky, bounce pass. Here's Markkanen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the Dirk comparisons, they're understandable. Markkanen is a big man who can shoot for days, but you know what? He'll flush it on you, too.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. Makes it off the glass.
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
And so that's the end of the first.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? T.J. Warren, a very impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
So for Chicago right now, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the points.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Back to Brogdon. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. Brogdon the pass to Warren, and it's denied.
The coaching staff loves this. They know Markkanen has the length needed.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
And the shot goes in. Turner's got his first basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
And it's Brogdon off the drive, and that one good. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis, you're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league, and it's a copycat game. And so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off the bench.
I would agree.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Aaron Holiday. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Valentine comes in for Markkanen. Harrison's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's done in for White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
The Pacers making a change here. Sumner's checked in. Warren, good.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
The pass to McConnell. Warren against Porter. Porter with a block.
Lockdown defense from Porter. He extends out beautifully to come up with these type of rejections.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Oh, look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
Here's McConnell. The shot will not fall. And it's Chicago the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Sampson's shot, good.
Kevin, they would love to see every possession in with a high percentage shot like that.
Young. Sampson pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, Gia, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylen to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. A lot going wrong there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Satoransky gets the bucket. Pacers trail by 13. Takes it from 10. No good off the front iron. 43 seconds left in the third quarter.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. It's good. The Bulls leading by 13. Off the inbound pass, and that's 2 points on the layup. Satoransky's got 8 points.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
A putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Sumner. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Knocked away.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And it's Young. That time on the assist by Valentine. And the Bulls lead by 15. McDermott drops in the layup for 2. McDermott's got his third basket of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Sumner. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Brogdon and it's Sampson in the power forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Holiday attacking. Goes back up. It's deflected. Outside, Levine. Right at the free throw line. Count the basket.
It's encouraging whenever Levine connects from mid-range. I mean, he's showing he wants to get better from it.
And stolen by White. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Hutchison. Pacers with the rebound. Oladipo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He feeds it to Sampson. That one's not going to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's White. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Pass to Bitadze. Stolen by Carter. In transition, here come the Bulls. White's running. The rebound by Holiday. Pacers trail by 15. Up the floor. Here's Sampson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Outside, Levine. And the jam by Levine.
That's just unreal concentration from Levine. Accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Well, you just watch LaVine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with LaVine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Capable of doing many things well. LaVine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. It's an 18-point game. White against Holiday. Passes to Turner. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Shot clock at 6. Brogdon kicks to Holiday. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Bulls leading by 18. Unloads from 13. Carter, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give him a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League, because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most, because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all three of these leagues I'm in.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bulls.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Leaf checked in for Turner. Johnson comes in for Warren. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Dunn passes to Satoransky. Young with the ball. Releases from 15, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Holiday dishes to McDermott. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday. Stolen by Satoransky. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Good on both. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leaf. Comes up empty down low. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Now, Mike, with all this new technology, what does that mean for gameplay in NBA 2K21 for the next generation?
Yeah, and that's, whenever we have a new console year, that's something that always excites us as developers because we're always able to look and kind of dream bigger. And for us, it just meant, faster processing. It meant more memory. Just the ability to do.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Adebayo.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at point guard. And for the Bulls, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter at the small forward. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
And with out-of-this-world athletic ability, Levine has become one of the game's best dunkers.
And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch four, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Jones. Second chance shot, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Lauri Markkanen. The Heat shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Good on the second free throw.
Derek Jones gets talked about a lot in terms of his dunking prowess and the way that he can get up in the air and maybe make a poster and a memory in the flash of an eye. But beyond the dunks, he's done a good job of really improving his game since coming into the league in 2016.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Robinson against Levine. Passes it to Nunn. Dishes to Jones. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. But Brent, for Derek Jones, he saw the floor a good amount in his first full season with the Miami Heat.
Derek Jones is somebody that the Miami Heat continue to explore. And I guess if you're within that organization in Miami for a number of seasons, they like something about your competitive spirit. And that's where Derek Jones has probably found a home here in Miami. Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
The Heat have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. There's the pass to Nunn. Good ball movement here by Miami. Back to Jones. Porter with the steal. And Levine, here we go. No good on that one. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Jones. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Pass to Markkanen. He feeds it to Carter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Bulls.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
And a wide open look for Porter. And the Bulls with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Coach Jim Boylen agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylen, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Carter, the pass to Levine. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. That one doesn't drop. And Miami the other way now. Here's Butler. Back to Robinson. Right side, Jones. That's a 2 from Butler. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Carter kicks to Levine. Sinks the triple. Levine's got 9.
And masterful possession from Levine. He's so lethal at shooting once he catches it.
Robinson misses. So for the Heat, the last game a loss to the Hornets. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Dunn picks one up.
You just got to like how strong Butler goes when he's inside. Just terrific at figuring out ways to get to the line.
And so Butler nails both of them. The Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
And again, Chicago turns it over. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. The kick out to Crowder. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got
Basketball. That's that. I always took my...
Well, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Jake Crowder out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Dragic. And it's Hero into the 2-guard.
And as most of us expected, Andre Iguodala continues to be a huge factor for anybody that he plays for. With his athleticism waning just a little bit, it's his experience and know-how that impacts the game the most. Just being in the right spot at the right time, taking the right calculated gamble. Andre Iguodala still impacting games at his age.
And for Iguodala, Brent, staying strong late in his career, he claims that taking up golf has helped him.
You know how many NBA coaches have tried to get away with that very same thing, Kevin? Almost all of them. But according to what Andre says, is the more that he goes out and plays golf and challenges himself as he's playing the course and staying with it mentally, he feels like the more that's helping him on the court. And as he gets to this advanced age where athleticism is going away, it's more about the mindset and the mind game. So tee it up. Maybe that's helping Andre in ways that we don't know about. He's still effective.
Young pass to Hutchison. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dunn. It's hauled in by Hero.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Some changes for Chicago. Valentine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison, and it's Harrison in for Satoransky. Cornette kicks to Dunn. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Tries from 10, and that one hits back iron. The Heat trail by 3. Crowder, the pass to Iguodala. And he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
How about a few tricks still left up the Andre Iguodala sleeve? Incredible at taking his time that time, but still getting to the rim.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Young. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's putting up 13 points a game, over 2.5 steals and 6 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Dunn. It's hauled in by the Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Valentine with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant, who play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does well. And as many times as I could get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So it all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
Dragic, the pass to Nunn. Over Harrison. And another basket for Miami.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
They get it back. Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. Moves back up. That one wide left. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Valentine. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's take a moment to show you some young men that have really picked up steam here in the second half of the season. These are the leading rookie scorers since the All-Star break. And you look at White, second in the league, having an excellent season.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach to the game.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Valentine shot good.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Nunn. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just his first attempt. Markkanen on the follow.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Adebayo.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's White. Tight defense on him. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Passes it to Silva. Here's Nunn. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on... It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. During one stretch, they trailed by 7. And...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
The Heat shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Porter, and it's good for 2. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
Here's White. Again, Chicago.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
Here's Nunn. Stolen by Carter. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
And with LaVine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with LaVine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
Carter finds Porter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Butler. Good work defensively by Carter.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
One-on-one here. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Butler's got 8.
And you got to love seeing Butler pull up from here. His jumper is a big part of his offensive game.
Markkanen kicks to LaVine. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Inside, it's stolen by Carter. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Porter. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat trail by 5. And there's the pass to Robinson. 1:57 left in the third. Pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Carter. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Markkanen finds LaVine. Back to Markkanen. Uncovered. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That'll be his second foul of the game. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Kornet. The Bulls leading by 7. Young passes to Satoransky. from deep three-point range. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. The shot's good. Hero's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
Hutchison passes to Dunn. Here's Young. Rebound by the Heat. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Kicks it to Dragic. It's intercepted. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And he banks in the layup. Dunn's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
If you don't stick with Dunn, he'll burn you. What quickness down the floor.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Crowder. And here's Iguodala outside. It's hauled in by Cornette. Passes it to Hutchison. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Hero. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing here by 8. On the court for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Iguodala. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Hero in the shooting guard. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Olynyk with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Hero no good. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Hutchison. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. The first one falls.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. Harrison comes in for Chris Dunn. And Miami also making a switch. Leonard, he's checked in for Crowder. Left side, Leonard. Second chance effort, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Leonard's got his first points in this one.
I feel like when Myers Leonard plays significant minutes, he can get himself into the rhythm of the game. That's when a lot of his better offensive rebounding games come.
Dragic with a wide open look. Offline with his 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise there could be something that goes away soon.
He can't get that one to fall, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Harrison. That one good for 2. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the pass to Hero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That's good from Hero. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
you're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. White dishes to Carter. Pass to Levine. Fires the 3. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 4 assists in the game.
So aggressive once he gets high. Love how Levine stays after it when he gets it going.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago leading by 12. On the wing, Porter. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's Levine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Adebayo, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Heat making a change here. Olynyk's checked in.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis. And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Pass to Markkanen. Porter kicks to Markkanen. Carter right side. Shoots over Olynyk, and Carter with the basket on the assist by Levine. Levine's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Butler. On deep. And again, it's the Heat missing. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Markkanen passes to White. Olynyk with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Jones is running. Deep 2 from Robinson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bulls.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And it's good, 2 points.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
On the wing, Levine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Nunn passes to Olynyk. It's tipped. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Obviously, the 2K community wants to know more about 2K21, so we wanted to invite one member of the 2K community on the show today.
Welcome, Agent 00 to 2K TV. Agent, what has been up lately?
I've just been focusing on content, to be honest with you. That's really been it. That's been my life. Every moment from when I wake up to when I go to sleep, just work.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with... Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the one spot. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Back to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got the opening field goal of the game for the Heat. Conference rivals in this one, Doris. A regular season game that will likely have that postseason feel.
And we are the beneficiaries of what could be a playoff preview. You never know, obviously, how things are going to shake out in terms of seeding. What we know unequivocally are these two rivals are prepared to play in what we would consider not just any regular season game, perhaps a little more on the line than you might expect.
Right side Warren. Pass to Turner. Back to Warren. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And boy, he gets a great jump on the rest of the field there and just leaves them behind.
Oh, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Outside Robinson. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Brogdon kicks to Holiday. A three-pointer, no good. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Oh, my goodness!
Wow.
What a play!
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Warren the pass to Brogdon. Here's Holiday. Dishes it to Turner. 6 to shoot. Brogdon outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Robinson against Holiday. And here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at the Heat, advantage in one series. And, of course, the Indiana Pacers, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And, you know, for the Heat, they've had a tremendous year. There were a lot of people waiting for them to take that tumble late in the season. Well, those people might be waiting for a little while longer.
Or maybe a lot longer. They look to me like they're ready to make some serious noise in the playoffs.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. McDermott for three. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Crowder. And there's the call on Jakar Sampson. That's his first foul. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Dragic against the bucket.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Here's Holiday. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
Indiana leading. McDermott kicks to Holiday. Here's Sampson, defended by Butler. McConnell in the corner. 5 on the clock to the inside. There's Bitadze. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. The Heat, their last game, a loss to the Hornets. There's Dragic with the 3. Rebounded by McDermott. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Bitadze. McConnell kicks to McDermott. Indiana moving the ball around. Poked away. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler with the ball. That's tipped, and that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Here's Hero. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him
a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Pacers leading by just 1. It's the NBA.
I worked extremely hard.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Indiana shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Well, might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. Shot clock at 6. Turner. It's good. Turner's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers.
Well, this is where Miles Turner's versatility is important, right? This is an athletic big man who is excellent at penetrating inside. What a bind he puts defenders in.
Oladipo outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
The Pacers making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. Back to Leonard. Over Turner. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Leonard.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Kicks to Robinson. Shoots the 3. Olynyk the pass to Hill. Olynyk against Warren. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pass to Sumner. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Indiana. Oladipo outside. A 3 from Warren. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And the Pacers lead by 13.
Well, T.J. Warren, the catch-and-shoot jumper is pure.
And historically, You almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Brogdon finds Holiday. Outside to Brogdon. Here's the three. Buries it from three-point range. Brogdon's got 7 points. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Hill looking around. The Heat need to get a shot off. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Leonard against Warren. Outside Leonard. Olynyk high post. Warren against Leonard. And nothing is falling for him right now. Pacers leading by 18. Brogdon kicks to Holiday. Warren on the wing. 5 points in the game. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Nunn passes to Leonard. Down low. Here's Robinson. And it's sent back by Turner. One-on-one fast break. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Holiday against Robinson. Clock at 6. Outside Turner. The pass to Holiday. Releases. Robinson with the block. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Oh, he misses the dunk. And so it's Indiana holding a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the... Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Malcolm Brogdon really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Jimmy Butler. Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the 1. Miami with the ball. The Heat trail by 18. Here's Butler. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Butler's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Heat. Brogdon finds Holiday. Back to Brogdon. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Butler. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Puts one up from 19. And the jumper is on the mark. Turner's got his third basket of the night right there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it falls over the rim and in.
Don't sleep now. Jimmy Butler will exploit that mid-range game.
The kick out to Oladipo. Over in the corner, Warren. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Warren's got 7 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
Inside, here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, I'll tell you this, Jimmy Butler has got some power in his finishing ability. That's pretty.
The kick out to Warren. In the corner, it's Brogdon. No good from outside. And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo Doris remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines.
6 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we know this. Victor Oladipo is a multi-talented guy, Kev. This is an accomplished scorer and a very polished passer as well.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Holiday inside the line. And again, it's Indiana converting. 1:51 left in the third. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. Shot from 16. The shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Victor Oladipo makes just enough threes that you've got to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break, Brogdon with the ball. Outside Turner. Holiday against Robinson. Here's Turner. Count it. Turner's got 8 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Brogdon. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And so he makes both from the line. The Heat have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Crowder kicks to Dragic. Pass to Iguodala. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Passes to Johnson. Right wing. Lets it fly. And that one's on target from the wing. He has 7.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
The kick out to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been
Hey, what we got to do here?
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Holiday in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now McDermott. Here's Sumner, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
It's tipped. 11 feet away. He can't get that one.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game.
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Sumner. Out left to the wing. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And the pass to McDermott. McConnell with it. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bitadze. Misses off the left iron.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And they're on the break. Pass to McConnell. Now here's McDermott, defended by Crowder. Right side Holiday. Pass to Bitadze. McConnell with it. The 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Pass to Hero. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And Indiana making a change here. Sampson's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Olynyk's checked in. McConnell passes to Sumner. And the 3 off target. Heat have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And there it is for them.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Outside Dragic. There's the pass to Hero. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Excellent D there from Holiday.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pacers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Malcolm Brogdon.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's McConnell. Rebound by Oleynik.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's Hero. But they recover it. Oleynik finds Dragic. Here's Silva. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
And to me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Pass to Holiday. To the wing on the left. Olynyk with the steal. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Absolutely.
So you're representing the 2K community right now. If there's anything you could ask Mike, what would it be?
It's all gonna be things you can't say, like when's it dropping? Like I need to know everything, man.
Good evening. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You look at the Pacers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, the Bulls. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Oren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center position. To the inside. Well, Smitty, the future for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is, and you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
The pass to Warren, over Carter, and Warren with the basket on the assist from Brogdon.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Chicago with the ball. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. Outside Turner. It's blocked.
Marketing with the nice block shot. His size has been a factor in this game.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And the Bulls with another miss. Holiday finds Turner. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Levine feeling it out a bit. And it's sent back by Turner.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brogdon the pass to Warren. The kick out to Holiday. Oladipo outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shot clock at 6. Porter with the steal. Ring shot on the way. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
Now, here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Turner dishes to Holiday. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And Levine, here we go. Good work defensively by Turner.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you. Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Bulls.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Saransky's checked in for Levine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
And Warren, here we go. Back to Holiday. It's tipped. Stolen by Satoransky. Tipped away. Stolen by Satoransky. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Markkanen.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
A 3 from Warren. Satoransky grabs the miss. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep. Passes it to Cornett. Here's Satoransky. Pass to Hutchison. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Bulls shooting their first free throws of this one. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Chicago. Denzel Valentine comes in for Dunn. Shakar Sampson's checked in for the Pacers. Edmund Sumner comes in for T.J. McConnell. Pass to Sampson. Young with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Cornette passes to Hutchison. Shoots over McDermott. And the basket by Hutchison. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Sumner gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else.
With 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls out front. They lead by 2. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. Here's McDermott. Harrison with the rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Valentine. That shot is off. Holiday with the defensive effort. And Justin Holiday, one of the many Holiday brothers in the NBA, Smitty, a strong shooter.
I like that Justin Holiday does more than just shoot. Solid rebounder for his position, and you can bet on him to also come up with a few takeaways, Kevin.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the Bulls with another miss. Now here's McDermott. He's covered closely. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. McDermott's got his second basket of the night. And Satoransky kicks to Cornette. The pass to Harrison. And again, no good by Chicago. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Sumner, and the layup's good off the glass. Sumner's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They get the rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Out to the wing. Here's Sampson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one drops.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
To the paint. And Young with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Porter comes in for Denzel Valentine. Zach LaVine's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Satoransky. Now, here's McConnell. Dunn covering. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Blocked again. Stolen by Carter. Inside. Here's Young. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness. Passes
it to Turner. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Dunn picks one up.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. Do you ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. There was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Here's Turner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Miles Turner. Done. Oladipo with the block. McConnell passes to Oladipo. Up and in on the layup. Oladipo's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
So for the Bulls, Markkanen comes in for Porter, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. And a change for the Pacers. Aaron Holiday's checked in for T.J. McConnell.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Holiday against White. Pass to Levine. For the 3. Drills it from outside. Levine's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Holiday, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Hutchison's shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Levine's got 8 points here in this quarter. 6 seconds left here in the second. Here's Warren, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And so it's Zach LaVine.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of the period, they held... And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Bulls 5 right now. White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle.
Off the turnover, not just a good on-ball defender. Porter will also gamble and pick up steals for you.
White, left side. Lets it go with a 3. No good on that one. And Indiana will come the other way. Here's Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And then Carter with the dunk.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches. Outside to Brogdon. Back to Warren. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Misses the 3. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
I like the hustle. Markkanen running the floor, getting to his spot.
Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Chicago shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
With Wendell Carter Jr., you love the do-it-all ability, the understanding of the game.
Some changes for Chicago. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Denzel Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Zach LaVine. Outside Holiday from 17 feet out. Rebound by the Bulls. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And here's Young from the arc. Offensive rebound.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Sumner kicks to McDermott. Has to be Thompson. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And now here comes Young leading the break. Valentine with it. No points in the game yet for him. Cornette lays it up and banks it in. And now an 11-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Harrison. A double clutch. No good at the rim.
The defender made him change his shot. Still got it up with the double clutch, but that's not what his coach was looking for.
They get it back. Bitadze with the bucket.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Outside White. And there's the pass to Young. Back to White. Valentine wide open. He fires from outside off the mark. Pacers trail by 9. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
I like that finish. And right there you see the smooth athleticism of Justin Holiday. Makes it look easy.
Passes it to Harrison. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray. Harrison's got his second bucket of the night.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
The kick out to Holiday. Poked loose and stolen by Valentine. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And White slams it in.
And you can argue this is White at his best. Just an absolute terror in transition.
And stolen by Valentine. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Luke Cornette. Satoransky comes in for Valentine. And it's done in for White. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pacers. For 3. Hutchison passes to Young. Here's Harrison. It's rebounded by Indiana.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Pass to McConnell. On the wing, Holiday. Satoransky covering. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. And Porter subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Oladipo, left side. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Warren. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Here's Hutchison. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
We get stops if we don't have it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Done. Good on the shot. And the Bulls lead by 14.
One of the stronger point guards we have, Chris Dunn, often does his best work in the paint.
McConnell passes to Turner. Warren kicks to Oladipo. Off target from three-point range. And Chicago shooting about 42% so far. Outside Carter. The Bulls keep it alive. Satoransky against Holiday. Back to Satoransky. Bulls moving the ball around. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. You know, Steve, the 2018 rookie class really burst out onto the scene. What has impressed you most about that group?
I think a couple things, Kevin. First of all, they're very talented. They handle themselves extremely well off the court. Well, most of those guys were able to last through the rookie wall and play pretty much 75 to 82 games.
Yeah, really put their fingerprints on their team, didn't they?
They did, and a lot of those guys are leaders.
Turner against Carter. Second shot opportunity, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
This is the thing about Wendell Carter. He's got the skill to go with the size. Very difficult to defend.
Carter hits them both. Elsewhere, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
On the wing, Holiday. Indiana again missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Oladipo for three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Bean passes to Carter. Shoots over Turner. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his fourth rebound in this one. For three, Brogdon. Chicago grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And Levine, here we go. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Whitey's checked in for the Bulls. Outside Holiday. Stolen by Levine. Here's Carter. The rebound by Holiday. And for Levine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
The kick out to Holiday. It's Oladipo on the wing. Launches it. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Chicago.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Wendell Carter.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
But he gets it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Here's McConnell. Here's Johnson, and it's sent back by Carter. And he recovers it. Pass to Sumner. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. Sumner kicks to Leaf. 4 on the shot clock. Here's McConnell. Kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Johnson left side. Beyond the arc. That shot off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here in
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. improvements: shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Everything.
What's been your focus going into the year?
How can we make the game fun? And I know that sounds kind of dumb, but a lot of times from the dev standpoint, we're like, how can we make the game more realistic, or how can we make it look more like what we see on TV? Because sometimes those things aren't equal, right? Sometimes a really fun game is not necessarily the most realistic game. So.
Well, there's always a little extra motivation for a team playing in front of their home fans. And the Heat definitely looked motivated as they came into the building. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Adebayo is out there with Jones. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the guard position. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. White covering. Nunn, that's good. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Getting out on the break. Butler completes the transition play.
On the wing, Levine. Carter on the wing. Back to Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. And a wide open look for Porter. They grabbed their own miss.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Miami shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he makes the first. Robinson hits them both.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Butler passes to Robinson. Over Levine. Off the left rim and out. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Got a piece of it and stolen by Butler. Here's Adebayo. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Another shot, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
And stolen by White. And it's Carter penetrating. Levine wide open. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Levine's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triples.
Well, Zach LaVine possesses a speed, Chris, and a burst that makes him a very tough matchup.
Yeah, and he has a great first step. I mean, when he's trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an edge to the hoop. He'll flush it on your head 9 times out of 10.
Porter kicks to Levine, takes a three, trains the three-pointer. Levine's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Chicago.
Yeah, you look at this run they're on, and you have to give a lot of credit to their effort on the glass.
It's good from long range. He's got 5.
And this is the level of unselfishness that Butler brings. A total pro who moves the ball well.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Robinson misses. The Bulls leading by 5. Takes the three. Levine can't hit. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Jones drives in, makes it off the glass.
That's almost as easy as they come right there on that play. I mean, they give him credit for getting into position for the simple layup.
Pass to Porter. They get a hand on it. Outside, White. Now the pass to Levine. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Nunn. White covering. Butler in the corner. Outside Robinson. Passes it to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Jones for 3. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. It's a 5-point game. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. White against Butler. Back to Jones. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Nunn can't get it to fall. Outside Levine. Outside Porter. Pass to White. Here's Carter. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points. Tough nose Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a friend.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call me.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic, and there's Iguodala. And it's Hero into the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Rejected by Crowder.
Big defensive play by Crowder, snuffing him out there.
From the arc. Again, the miss by the Heat. To the left side wing. Pulls up, high post. Cornette, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Cornette's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Dragic with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Heat. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. Shaquille Harris comes in for Satoransky. Pass to Crowder. Back to Dragic. Three-pointer. That shot misses. Done with some nice D. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Harrison. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
What unselfishness from the young guard done. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Left side, Leonard. Dragic, the pass to Silva. Over Harrison. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Tremendous end-to-end player. I mean, throughout his career, he's been that. I mean, just think about it. Iguodala with a nice finish in transition.
Count that one.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
The Heat trail by 11. There's Dragic with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Dragic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here's Valentine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Dunn. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement, and they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they had 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. They don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bam Adebayo comes in for Crowder, and it's Jimmy Butler in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Cornette. Miami grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the connection Butler has with his teammates, he knows when they're going to throw it his way.
And White slams it in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Bean comes in for Valentine. And Satoransky's subbed in for Harrison. Here's Hutchison. Keeps it alive. And Markkanen on the follow. Markkanen's got his second bucket.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Butler on the wing. Fires the 3. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's Levine. Connects on the open J. Levine's got 12.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine's so outstanding and scoring in a multitude of ways.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Bulls out front. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during... And that does it for our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the 1 spot. Robinson misses. The Bulls leading by 9. Outside, Markkanen. And then Carter with the dunk.
With noteworthy length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Heat have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Both good from the line that time. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. And the stretch big man, Lauri Markkanen, very strong player on offense.
And I told you, Kevin, it's no secret. I like Markkanen best when he is a bit greedy, searching for a shot. I mean, sometimes I feel he can defer too much, but he has the skills to be a great scoring threat if he is playing aggressive.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Yeah, growing up in Finland and going to college in the U.S., Lauri Markkanen quickly made the adjustment to the NBA, making the all-rookie team with the Bulls.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And the basket is good.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Here's Nunn. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Clock at 4. Jones, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. The pass to White. LaVine inside the three-point line. The shot missing. The Heat go the other way with it.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Porter, and he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Well, that makes them 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
And Butler, here we go. Jones, the pass to Nunn. Robinson kicks to Jones. Jacks up a 3. Nunn can't get it to fall. The Bulls leading by 13. In the corner, it's LaVine. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you can't be too aggressive with Butler. That's just a recipe for failure.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Young kicks to Harrison. Oh, and here comes Dragic all alone. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Dragic. Butler's got 14 points for the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Valentine. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Butler. The Heat trail by 10. Outside Dragic. Pass to Hero. Olynyk up top. And here's Leonard from three. The offensive rebound. Back to Dragic. Tries again. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He's got 7.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Satoransky kicks to Harrison. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Fires for 3. Hero, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Pass to Dragic. There's the 3. That shot off the mark. And it's Chicago the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Heat have shot 6 of 7 at the line. A different look for Miami. Jay Crowder comes in for Myers Leonard. And it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Bulls. Chris Dunn comes in for Harrison. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. The shot by Satoransky, no good. The Heat trail by 12. Outside Crowder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And Kelly Olynyk grew up in Toronto. In 7th grade, his family moved to Kamloops, British Columbia. He and Steve Nash, the 2 notable players to come out that region.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Hero passes to Silva. Good on the bucket. Done with it. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Hero. He's out there with Iguodala. Jay Crowder out there with Olynyk. And it's Silva in at the power forward. It's the group on the floor for Miami. The pass to Olynyk. Passes it to Silva. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Chicago leading by 7. Levine kicks to Markkanen. It's Carter, high post. Outside, Levine. From deep. They get it back. And Markkanen on the follow.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
To the left wing. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
But that's what they're looking for. They need him to take on a bigger role this game.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Iguodala finds Adebayo. Silva. He's guarded by Markkanen. Back to Crowder. 5 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. None. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 7. Count it, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Iguodala. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Zach LaVine.
Using his experience, Iguodala with a little up fake gets enough room to get the defender to overcommit.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala, such an asset, converting around the painted area.
And the out-of-bounds violation is going to be reviewed. Coach has issued the coach's challenge to get it analyzed further.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. LaVine for 3. Hill pulls it in.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Sinks the three-pointer.
But D didn't do a good enough job on it. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
And the jam by LaVine.
Well, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Robinson misses.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not heaves.
And it's LaVine that time on the assist by Porter. And now an 11-point Bulls lead. Dragic kicks to Robinson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Robinson's got 6 points in the quarter. White the pass to LaVine. Back to White. Now Carter. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Oh, you see the mobility from the big man right there? Carter Jr. Great creating for himself there.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Greg, the way he's firing from 3 today, they ought to keep riding.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Back to Robinson. Up again. Count it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
No, he's just unfazed by the pressure. Olynyk delivering.
Down low. Here's Markkanen, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's the first that increases their lead to 6. A different look for Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Derek Jones comes in for Leonard. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Solomon Hill.
Okay, those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
Robinson against Carter. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Robinson can't get that one to fall. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
But they'll get another chance. Rebound by Butler. Now Robinson from outside the arc. Adebayo passes to Jones. Butler way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but